Hey guys, I'm back for another video today, and it's hot as hell out here. We're gonna talk next about axes. Now, in the event that you lose your sticks and your gun and your knife and your bow and arrow and all the other stuff, and you only have an axe that's left, uh, you want to make sure you're still able to defend yourself, right? Once again, it's the same thing with the knife. I'll show you again. Put the axe down, right? Remember how I was showing you in the last video? Like this, kind of a whole thing. You want to keep the weapon should be between you and your attacker. So, likewise, likewise, with the axe, right? Now, some people say, okay, you should be like this. If I have a if I have if I have a weapon, right? If I have a weapon and I have to, that means I'm already in a desperate situation. That means I'm pulling out a weapon. That means you better defend yourself. You are about to die. If I'm in this situation where like we're just kind of doing mano y mano, okay, not too bad. He pulls out his knife, you pull out your axe. Now you're in a defensive. Now you're fighting for your life because now things have just escalated to the next level, right? So I personally, and I'm not no expert. I learned this actually not by any kind of instructor, just self-taught, I guess, because I learned about knife. I did a knife training class back in high school. I know it was a long time, but that person was like a 10th degree black belt, so he probably knows what he's talking about. So when he taught me knives, he did some like a knife class. I think it was like 2 classes, which we spent like 4 hours with knives. Now that's not a long time to spend with knives, obviously, but he taught us the basics of what you really need to know. Some people think you need like 50 years of learning how to fight with a knife to become an expert. I don't think so. I think that's bullshit. Um, I think memorization is the biggest key. See, I could spend 25 years, or not 25 years, I could spend 2 years learning something and then not remember any of it 10 years from now. Or I could do a 4 hour course, memorize it forever, basically, as long as I've been here, and I still know the movements, right? I still know those movements. So those movements don't change. Movements are still the same. So saying, oh well, you need to update your weapon skills, maybe, but I still know the basics of what I need to know to defend myself. So in the event of an axe, right, of an axe, right, I still want to keep the weapon between myself and them. Some people think I've seen guys who are doing videos where they're doing this whole thing and they're doing this, like that. But I would actually prefer to start like this, like this, because starting like this, you know, I can still, you can still hack somebody, right? And I can still keep my hands between between me, between me and them, right? I can still keep the weapon between myself and them. I think that's the key to learning almost any weapon, right? That's the secret to learning any kind of training, right? Same thing. Well, obviously, um, sticks a little different because sticks is blunt. It's a blunt object. It's a blunt force object. So you need more. You're gonna need more power, right? You're gonna need more power. So I have sharp shooter. If I have it right here, I mean, I'm not gonna be able to do much with that, right? Stick is you can recover from a smack with a stick a lot faster than you can cover from a knife, a strike with a knife or an axe, because an axe or a knife is sharp. With a stick, I need more power, right, to hit somebody, right, right. So with an axe, it's a different story. I can keep that weapon between myself and my opponent, right? Because why would I want to be back? Right? I don't. Why would I want to do this? If he's got a blade, he's going to carve me up. Axe, knife, whatever. He's going to carve me up. With my weapon, you know, it's the same, almost some of the same movements. See that? Hear that? Hear that movement? That is just, right? I do that wrong. You might do that wrong. But basically, you see kind of sort of what I'm trying to do here, guys. It's not like perfect or anything. Some people, all they do is they train. They train so diligently with this one weapon. How often are you going to use an axe? How often are you going to use a knife? Hopefully never. In that event, you're both going to catch a felony. So I would just hopefully avoid those situations as much as possible. But in the event that you cannot avoid those situations, right? Right? I think my first movement would want to be, right? Right? That stuff. That's what I'd want to do. And I would always want to keep my hand, if you can see my hand, boom, see that? That means if he's counter striking me at the same time as I'm hitting him, I got my hand up here to protect my throat, face, some of my vitals. Boom. Right, I could get a quick strike in. You see how my movements are quick? They're not exaggerated. None of that is exaggerated. It's just a quick, see how my point is always on target. Boom, boom, right? Boom. Come back, boom. Come back, boom. Right? So that's all I got for you guys when it comes to my mediocre skills with an axe. Hopefully you never have to use something like this on someone. Defensively, always defend yourself. Never go on the offense. Seek to go on the offense. Don't ever seek to go on the offense. Don't ever seek to ever hurt anybody. Seek to protect your loved ones, protect yourself, and stay frosty. All right, see you guys.